Okay, thank you so much. It's exciting and inspiring and just a little bit intimidating to be here today. So I am Program Manager for the Course Design Studios that I'm going to be speaking with today, and I do want to start by saying that I am one person who has been so committed and passionate about this project, and the leadership, particularly from Associate Professor Judith Smith, has been an incredible opportunity for her to mentor me in this process, and I am eternally grateful for that. So, what are our Course Design Studios? So, essentially, this is a transformation to extend the reach and the capacity of centralised teams to support widespread academic development at QUT. Okay, so this is something that commenced from inception about 2 years ago. Okay, but it's been actively working with academic teams since about June last year in this particular project space. It is strategic whole of course curriculum and learning design. This is the main focus of this approach. But we're working very closely in partnership with faculty leaders and course teams, and it is all about realising their course vision and ensuring that the course vision moves and proceeds through the course design process. We're doing this with our multi-skilled teams within the Course Design Studios, and we're engaging in course design through accreditation, into implementation, and beyond that as well. Okay, so our underpinning principles, this entire project is directly aligned to our QUT Real-World Learning 2020 vision, and I am very proud that I believe that we really do walk and talk the enabling strategies that are the top 3 dot points there on this slide. But we also have some core principles, let's call them core operating principles, I suppose, that influence the way we work on a day-to-day basis with academic teams. Partnership and design, which is a theme you will see throughout this presentation. It is all about partnering better, understanding one another. Agile processes, we need to be agile. Every team, every faculty is different. We are learning as we go. We are prototyping, we are innovating, we are iterating. So we need to be very agile. Innovation has got to be at the front of this process, and we're enjoying understanding what innovation means to different disciplines of people. Quality curriculum design goes without saying. Sustainability has really been a mantra. We're always talking about sustainability. From an academic development perspective, we can't have academics continually reinventing the wheel that was already turning in a different way. So we're trying to think about how can we encourage more sustainability in course and unit design with technologies. You know, we want technologies to enhance our learning and teaching, not to dictate it. So that's really, really important. Our real-world capabilities, of course, are a theme that we stick with all the time, and that we're leveraging technologies throughout this process. Who enacts this good practice? Is this going to work? So we start with our course design studio. We have 2 teams operating across both of our campuses. And they're made up of these type of people. So program manager, that's me. I sit across the top, which I love because I get to be involved with so many exciting things that are happening. We have currently 2 curriculum designers, 4 learning designers, and 4 learning technologists who are in this space. And they work together, they work collaboratively, and they help to facilitate the connections between the academic teams and the appropriate person within our course design studio. But we also recognise that there are other really important people within the university who influence good learning and teaching. So we facilitate connections with groups like the Student Success Group, with our wonderful librarians, and of course with timetabling, who are sometimes the most important people in the university to get those innovations happening. In the middle there, now this wasn't supposed to be a jigsaw puzzle to work out, it was more about embracing. So there's our faculty partnerships in the centre that we've got our arms wrapped around them. Our faculty leadership, this does not happen without their support, their buy-in and their top-down direction. Without them, there is no work happening. Our course leaders are so important with helping us to have access to their teams, and of course our unit coordinators and the other teaching team members are the people we spend a huge amount of time with, and let's not forget our curriculum officers. Within this process, we are also working together to initiate student and industry partnerships as appropriate throughout the course design process, and lots of different strategies and activities are happening in that space. So how do we support good learning and teaching? So this model is very much about proactive engagement with academic teams. and it needs to be proactive. We can't afford to be reactive. That takes too long, that's too slow, that's not effective. So really what we've come up with is with a series of engagement strategies so that we can engage in many different ways with faculty teams, and that can be anything from orientation to what is this and how should we work together, group processes, individual mentoring type of activities. Evaluation has been a massive part of this process so that we are continuing to support design and delivery, not just once but again. So is this distinctive, innovative and exemplary? I believe it is transformative. So we've moved from being unit or resource focused to one that is whole of course and strategic. We still work with individuals, but individuals as part of a team. Training, you might have instances of training, but really it's embedded capability building within this process. And from reactive, as I said, to proactive in partnerships. Evidence of impact. So we've been working with 7 flagship courses. Over 150 units have been designed, touched and worked with collaboratively with unit coordinators. Over 120 of those, and as well as teaching team members and content developers. 20 students as partners currently working with the teams, and we have contributed to increase in student satisfaction scores for the first delivery and some second up to 4.2, and we will continue to monitor that as the second deliveries occur. 100% of unit coordinators said that they had developed new capabilities in learning and teaching after working with our teams. So what next? This project closure at the end of 2018 is very sad, but I'm very excited that we have been able to inform our future approach for 2019, and that's going to be really exciting. What will we continue to do? The partnerships with faculties is, without a doubt, the most important piece in this puzzle. I said it wasn't a puzzle. We want to continue to understand the strategic and the whole of course priorities. We need to understand how academic teams work, the different ways that they work, to work within the limitations that are there. And there are limitations, we need to understand that. Build trust and mutual respect, and I've had that thinking a lot about that mutual respect from both sides needs to occur, and I think that's important. And of course we will share success in places like this. Yeah.